We're scheduled. Now we're live. Here we are. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. It's Friday morning. It's time for another Comics by Night.
It is.
Let me go over and fix my Facebook page before I forget. So I have done that in the past.
Was that art you showed me there from your layout?
No.
That's
Alex,
he
straight up.
asked if he could do the art and a pin-up. And I said, of course, yeah, lovely. Obviously, we can't, we don't have a big enough budget yet to expand to other people. It's just me and Randy that are working for nothing at the moment. But
yeah.
But obviously, we sending them a book each, so the penciler and the inker. So, and hopefully it expands and it becomes a thing and people like it.
Yeah. A British artist.
No, we got him through Alex at Red Dragon, didn't we?
Right.
I'm not sure. He just kind of contacted me out of the blue, and
I think Alex mentioned him.
Yeah, he asked for a critique. I told him I couldn't give him a critique because he's right there and pretty professional looking, and told him to send it to Russ.
I can see a time. I can see a time, Russ, when you're doing breakdowns and doing other books, and people are going over your stuff.
I would love to do that. I would love to do just breakdowns and let people. I mean, the art, the pages I'm doing at the moment. I'll quickly show you the latest. This is for everybody,
folks. We know we're live. We just hope you come in and join the transparency.
There you go. Here. So this is the latest page I've done, and it's not quite breakdowns, but it's not quite full on pencils either, because the shade is just done with a quick block over the top, so that I have, when I do the inks, I know where the light's coming from, and that's the only reason it's there. It's not there definitive in any way, and the lines are quite sort of simple. They're just flicked in, so there's no rendering or anything like that. So there's plenty of room for an embellisher to do what they want with it. And I have to say, if I trusted someone enough to let them go with it, I probably wouldn't draw as detailed as this. I know this is for me.
It's
this is for me, but I still, I'm just making some decisions here rather than on the ink board. It's no different, really. But if I was drawing for someone else and they were inking and they I trusted them, and I wouldn't even be as detailed as this. I don't think. I'd just let them go with it, and that would be absolutely wonderful if I could do that. If we could have 3 or 4 books on the go, and I just break stuff down for people, that would be a dream job. It really would. But as it stands, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So,
well, if we're not getting rich from it, we better have fun with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on in, folks. We see you out there. That chat is live over there, by the way. Don't be afraid to contribute in. It's time for Comics by Night. We're glad you're here. Happy to see you. We have a great book. We're finishing off the Incal by Jodorowsky and Moebius this morning. Taking a good look at that.
That title just makes me giggle. Sorry, Incal.
Incal. Yeah. Incal, whatever, however you want to pronounce it.
The Inkle Finkel.
Inkle Finkel. He is the lead character is Fickle. So The Adventures of John DeFool, folks. Here's the opening. We'll get right into it. Here we are.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Absolutely. Comics by Night, folks. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work around Arrow Comics. I'm on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Check me out on check out Arrow Comics on fundmycomic.com as well. There's a couple of great campaigns going on there as well. Been doing this for quite a few decades, and big fan of comics. Just love the art form. And we're here every Friday morning for Comics by Night to look at some of the best. And we got one of those here today. So also joining me this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. Relevant to this show, I wrote a book about my visit to see the late, great Jack Kirby at his home in 1988 and 1991. It's got lots of photographs of me with Jack. It's about my journey to see him. Check that out. That's on New Haven Press, and it's on Amazon. And I also draw cartoons. This is my cartoon character Hatch, and this is the story of his creation. And it's got lots of published and unpublished work, pencil work, all kinds of stuff. Check that out. That's on Fund My Comic. And I used to publish a magazine called Crikey, which is about British comics. This is going to make a bit of a comeback. I'm going to put all these original 16 issues together and make those available. And I also publish Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine about comics, but this covers comics worldwide. So these are on Amazon. You can check them out. So go there and have a look.
There you are. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself, please.
Good morning. My name is Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK. As you saw just earlier, I'm working on The Atlantean at the moment, issue 1, right now over at Critical Blast or on Amazon. Go get it. Issue 2 is on its way, and the crowdfunder for that, on Fund My Comic, will be starting March 1st, and then it'll be back out to retail after that. So we're full on in production. If you want to see any of my other work, you can go to russleach.com. I've got some Batman there, got some Only Death Can Save Us, got some Marvel stuff and what have you. Just go check it out there. But if you want to follow on what we're doing with The Atlantean, we're here to stay. Quality, consistency, that's where we are with this book. If you want to find out more about it, or just follow on, or find out when the next crowdfunder's on, or when the next release is on, we've got digital releases coming as well. Go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. That's russleach.com. Sign up for the email list.
All right. And today like I said, we're looking at the Incal. Tighten that down just a little. There we are. There. Epic Comics collection from 1983, I believe. Yeah. Copyright 1988.
Wow.
So this volume was printed in 88. The initial work was done, I believe, before that. It's serialized in metal hurlant by each chapter. No, it still says 88 here, so it must have been just finished before this volume came out. Quick Moebius cover there. The main character. Book 5, the fifth essence. Not the fifth element, the fifth essence.
Not the fifth element, and not the Inhumans.
Not at all. Lovely sense of light in there, though.
Yeah, lovely. I said this last week. He does great people when they're falling, doesn't he? A great sense of weight and gravity and stuff.
Yeah,
really nice.
Detail work here. I like the silhouette bouncing off of that too. Chapter 1, Inhuman. The white pterodactyl character goes through the whole thing. John DeFoe, the main character, yeah.
He's great into that. What's he called? Oh, it's Arzak, isn't it?
Arzak. I think just stupid bird. Leave me alone. Stupid bird. I'm hurt, really.
Leave me alone.
Must be some shock.
What does he say? I'm hurt because he calls him a stupid bird.
Yeah. It's floating jewels. It's wolf people. It's pretty girls. It's a crazy property. Lots of stuff happening. John DeFool goes through it to discover himself as the Incal.
Could we just look at the beginning and see who's coloured it and lettered it, please?
This is slicker, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got
there's just Jodorowsky and Moebius are listed as creators.
right.
Well, maybe it's
The Fifth Essence.
Consulting editing.
Is it Zoran? I can't read it. Zoran somebody colours.
Zoran Janjetov. It looks like Janjetov. And the same person, Loran
Right.
Janetov, did the colors for the book.
Okay.
Fifth Essence Part 1, Part 2.
definitely
John Workman,
different.
Ken Lopez, and Phil Felix are the letterers.
Right. Okay. What are you saying, Russ?
It's definitely got a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's got a
Very
different
wordy
color,
as well.
color sense to it. Yeah. It's that exposition.
The reason I wanted to know the colour is because the girl on the very first panel and then the fourth panel, I like the way that the colorist has done the grey over the flesh colour to make it a bit darker. You know what I mean? It's not just a normal flesh colour.
Right.
But I don't like talking wolves. I don't. It's a bit dodgy, that, to me. I'm sure they do talk, and they're very nice, but
It's not for me.
it's not for me.
It's not for me.
This seems a little tighter than the last.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's slicker.
Very
the
very
lines are
tighter,
more definitive, and it's
one of those things, Russ. Infamy. They've got infamy.
infamy.
Nice clouds on that first panel there.
Continue over almost.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it?
Just love the faces here. Just a great natural look to both of them.
Yeah. Look at that last panel. Look at the last panel. That big word balloon. Look at that.
Yeah.
The last one. Look at it. It's bigger than the action.
I'm sure there was a lot more.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's probably a lot bigger. He's yelling here.
I probably thought, oh, sorry, I can't be bothered lettering all that. Just put this bit in it.
Yeah. Here, too, they could have enlarged the point size just a hair. Fill in more of that space. As long as it's readable.
Yeah, it's got to be consistent, though, hasn't it? You can't.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. Wow.
That
That reminds me of vaguely, but the shadow thing on Babylon 5. Those shadow people.
Yeah, it does. Yep, I can see that. The large tendrils and the little shadow crafts. Yeah.
They were great.
Fantastic, weren't they? Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have to dig it out and watch it all again. I haven't seen the end, so I don't know. I'll watch that.
Have you not seen the end of Babylon 5?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I said a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, that I bought the entire set on. It was the first thing I ever bought on eBay.
All right.
And I was watching it all the time, every night and everything. And then for some reason, I stopped. And I've not watched the last series. I think I'm not sure how many episodes there are, but probably the last 10. But yeah, it just gets better all the time.
Yeah, it's great.
It started to work for me when that first guy left as commander. He wasn't very well, the actor, was he?
Yeah, the second.
He wasn't.
Bruce Boxleitner or something.
Boxleitner, yeah.
That was the new one, wasn't it?
I met him last year.
Oh, right.
Grand Rapids Con, Bruce. Yeah.
Cool.
But the first guy
got to get a signed autograph because you got to be a geek at times.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
The first guy died, didn't he?
He did, but he had he was having mental problems.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, his mental health was not good at the series. He was really playing I thought he was a bad actor, but he was really playing a very stoic, straightforward character.
Yeah.
And
the doctor died, didn't he? The actor.
His home life wasn't, or not home life, but his personal mental health wasn't the best. He was having a hard time hanging on. But they ended up writing his character out and then bringing him back when a year or so.
Yeah, he
later,
hasn't seen the end. Hasn't seen the end. Don't say anything. Yeah. I think it's a stonking end. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I'm not spoiling it, but there's a lot of different individual endings. Everybody has an arc in that series. It's just brilliantly done.
I think it's one of the best all-round endings of a lot of things that I've seen, to be honest. I just loved it.
I think to me it's the high point of Straczynski's writing. He just knocked it out of the park. All the work that he did on it was well worth it.
Didn't he go and write for Marvel?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He had a very rough time converting to comics, and that's kind of a you can be a great writer for television and not be a great writer for comics, which you would think would be odd because it's visual and words mixed together. But he had, when they did the Babylon 5 comic for DC, he was writing it, and the first few issues were just atrocious. They were horrible. And they were a slog to go through and overly written. But after a while, he got a little bit
sort of political as well. And
well, there is a statement all the way through.
No, I don't mean with the writing so much. I mean, like he's just started getting sort of loud.
Oh, now modern day?
Yeah.
He has, but like I said, I don't think he's ever going to match the quality of the work that he did for Babylon 5.
Have they not remade it yet?
No, thank goodness.
Thank God. Yeah. Do you know what they need to do? What they need to do is they need to remaster it with modern graphics. I think that would be great.
It's kind of like touching the old Doctor Who's.
Well, no, you
just have to leave them alone and appreciate them for what they are.
But I mean, if you think about it, that part of the USP of that series was the brand new use of computer graphics, special effects.
Yeah.
So I think it's not like you're going over old physical effects with computer graphics. I don't like that. I like to see the original, but bearing in mind the whole USP was, oh, look at this. It's like the special effects are brand new. They're all computerized. Well, leave it exactly the way it is, just where you have the computer effects, put in upscaled versions, put in, more believable versions. I think that could revitalize the series, and you could have it almost like when they redid the Star Wars films and put them back into the cinema. I think you could do the same thing with a series.
Mm-hmm.
And that would cost money.
I'd watch it.
Spend. Yeah, I'd watch it too. But
I'd watch it.
I just rewatched it a year or so ago.
Oh, really?
And it holds up real good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. I love it.
My biggest problem isn't the computer outside space effects, because I think those are great, especially considering
they don't bother me. Yeah.
The time that they were done in. It's some of the sets come off looking a little cheap.
A little Doctor Who-ish.
yeah, a little. But they had it worked out because it's in a tight space station. Most of the story takes place in one space station, that they could move a wall or move a desk around and have a completely different set. So they were made to shoot real quick. Here's some more detail here. There's that reflection.
Oh, it's the eggs.
Yeah.
Look how the top left there. Look at all the detail in that. It's great. Yeah.
They are the Eggmen. Goo goo goo.
Goo goo goo.
Exactly.
I am the walrus.
This is terrible.
Ah.
Yeah, Straczynski went on to do a lot of comic work. He ended up getting pretty good comic script wise, but he also did One More Day with Spider-Man and kind of wrecked his reputation a little bit in comics. An early reboot, but he had a string of comics he was doing, I think, for Image that were really good. Midnight something, and he was really starting to hit his stride real well. Good quality stuff. And I've said before, he did a collection of Brave and the Bold. I caught a collection that we should probably go through.
Yeah,
that was just amazingly done, and each issue was a different team up of characters. Like they had Flash and Sergeant Rock, and
oh wow,
it was Batman and Demon, and there were a few other great ones, and it ended with a girls' night out story that was just top notch. I mean,
was Barda in that one?
Pardon?
Wasn't Barda in the girls' night out?
No, it was I want to say Zatanna, Barbara, Batgirl, and Black Canary, I think, if I remember.
Oh right.
And it had just a great Twilight Zone type twist ending to it. That was just
cool,
just great. But it was a run of Brave and the Bold I never knew existed until I saw the collection. And I guess it ran for quite a few issues. And the first 6 they collected together into a book. Pretty interesting. Like Flash is running through time, and he ends up back in World War II, and somebody breaks his leg. So he has to hang around that time era until it heals. It takes a little while. He ends up running.
So he can't just vibrate himself back to the future.
No.
Because we all know it was just him running that did it.
Yeah. The space battle. They were all good, solid stories, though. I was really pleased with the book, especially since I bought it at Ollie's at a hard discount.
Here he goes again.
Post. Yeah.
The colours have gone muddy again, haven't they, on this?
A little bit, yeah, but they are very different from the second volume. That's for sure. Remember, this is the late 80s, too, just as they were starting to discover digital coloring.
Yeah.
So. I'm pretty sure this is done digitally. The first volume that we looked at, I know, was done by hand. It's painted. I don't think this was. This looks like it was done digitally.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Whenever there's a grad, you can see how smooth it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, to me, that red panels, it's the red is taking away the line work again.
It has, yeah. I agree.
But you can still see it, but it's not as clear, is it? It's very nice, though.
Just it makes you look at it too, you know.
It does, yeah. Wow. Certainly has an imagination, doesn't he?
I think that's the two of them working together. So Jodorowsky is pretty imaginative too. It just, to me, I love the way that he combines the cartoony with the semi-serious. With the, you know, he's working at a lot of different levels here in order to get the story across, and he's doing it real well. Boom. Look at that. Stop.
Wow.
Oh, no, not again. Everyone to the central computer.
Boom. He's just such a good artist. I look at the folds and the cloak and everything, and
yeah,
the proportions of the bodies and the anatomy and everything, and then you've got the hardware as well.
This guy here standing on the panel
Yeah,
border right at that plane. He's standing up, but his legs, both of his legs are bent. It looks like he's, being weighed down. He looks pretty natural there.
Mm.
Not an easy thing to do. Just love all this detail. It reminds me a lot of Geoff Darrow. Man, we got to look at his stuff too. I got a couple of books of his that are really, and just this line, same line work, same detail, level of detail, just great material. One of those pages you could look at for a while.
Yeah.
You'll see more and more detail as you go through. A lot of browns, a lot of dark purples, a lot of dark orange. Bitch.
I like the way he draws the reflection on these bubble things that are flowing around and on glass.
Yeah.
Really great.
Definitely knows how to draw.
Yep.
Damn it, yeah.
And again, it's really startling to you remember how last volume looked like. This is almost night and day.
Yeah.
Maybe there was some time in between chapters here. But he's really, I love this stuff. He's really knocking it out.
I wonder if the reprints, aren't they, these from Metal?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, I would imagine that the teams were working on it at the same time, because all the line work was done, wasn't it? So if you imagine you've got several, I don't know how many pages this is run to, say 100 pages, get 4 teams on it, 25 pages each, or a story each. Letterer, colorer, colorist, and maybe that's the way they did it. I bet these were in black and white first in Metal Hurlong, because if they'd have been color, he would have done the color.
That's true. Yeah.
So I reckon they'd be in black and white to get the whole set, give it to several teams, and it was all ready at the same time, and then they could put it on the production line.
Yeah. It's great.
It's fantastic, isn't it? I'd like to see it in black and white as well.
Yeah. Same here.
This hardware, we're just talking about Babylon 5. The hardware reminds me of Babylon 5 as well.
Yeah.
The kind of detail on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's great on that panel there on the left. The 5th panel, the second one from the bottom. The way the boom isn't fully in the panel, the way it's just above. That's really clever.
Same here, there. Yeah, it is. All 3 of these panels.
Yeah. Oh no, they killed her.
Letterer was having a rough time.
Yeah, I noticed that they've done that on a couple of the panels. I don't know. I don't understand that.
That's a translation. They're probably trying
to. Yeah, but
keep
not just moving it over a touch. To be.
There's ways of doing it. Yeah.
And like we said before, it might be the overlay slit, but even so, surely when there'd be a proof,
there'd be an editor.
That's right. Yeah, there'd be a pass, wouldn't there, to say, fix this. Margaret Clark and Steve, somebody else, editors.
Doesn't say. Was it?
Yeah. Margaret Clark and Steve Basilato, is it?
Yeah, there it is.
under designer.
Bacellato
Yeah.
editors. Yeah.
I've been paying too much attention to that, have they?
I was trying to see if it was maybe computer lettered, but it's not. That's all done by hand. The O's are different.
Yeah, I think they'll have done it separately and stuck it in later.
Yeah, maybe on an overlay, like you said, that could have slipped.
Yeah, and the production guy hasn't got it quite right.
Yeah. You know, I can't think of a more professional letterer than John Workman. So
yeah,
he's done a ton of stuff with that. Just crazy.
I'll tell you who draws good hardware as well, Serpieri, although we can't show that, but the hardware on the interiors of the spacecraft,
everything,
and the cities.
He draws everything well.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just a shame he can't tone himself
so
down.
You can't show it, yeah, because it's just a bit wooed.
Yeah, adult content.
And if you covered it up, you'd just get the top 2 millimeters of each panel.
Yeah.
Could probably do a special episode and put it on Rumble. I don't know how their guidelines are for nudity, but they seem to be a little bit less stringent than YouTube. Got some great adult comics that we could go through. It's just YouTube has a strict policy against that kind of thing.
Wow.
A lot of silhouettes working.
He does great space, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he does. Just incredible. Love that. Reminds me a lot of like the Carl Barks, some of the duck stories, especially the adventurous duck stories. He'd get at least 1 or 2 really beautiful, spacious panels in there. Just phenomenal detail. Scenery or, pirate ships or whatever the story called for. Just a beautiful scenic splash or half a page that takes your breath away. Great stuff. That's getting a little tighter on that camera.
Yeah. Darkness. That egg thing's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's changing colour now.
Bonkers. Look at how, like the rendering on the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Incal.
Blast coming out of the chest.
I want to see the pencils from it.
Yeah.
I want to watch him do it, draw it. Apparently he was very, very fast, wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was Jodorowsky said that he on one of the things I watched, he said they were doing that Dune thing, and he did about 4 pages in 10 minutes of storyboards while they were just talking about it. And just knocking them out,
Yeah.
So just fantastic artist. Wow, look at that. Wow.
It's really expanding his, stretching his space here.
Yes, it's fantastic. Yeah.
That skull shattering.
Ooh, lovely shading.
Yeah, look at the way she's pulling him out on that first panel there, going up in the sky and pulling him out or whatever.
It's great.
The skull guy.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Rip the helmet off. Again, that on the second page next to the skull, that splodge looks like one of the shadow people in Babylon 5 again. Those spider things.
Yeah, it does. Really does.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I tell everybody, if you want to know what a good space opera should look like, go watch Babylon 5, but you have to watch it in order.
Yeah.
You know, and all 5
Oh, you got to
seasons.
do it properly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got to
be committed to that one.
Yeah,
really
you've
a
got
novel. Yeah.
You've got to get through the first few episodes, which aren't the best, but it really does pick up when
there's
comes in.
There's a lot of stage setting, but once you're past the third episode of the first season, it just, the second episode has got a lot of information in it that they end up paying off a lot later. But the third one is the real big trudge. That's your kind of your standard B movie. They got a bad alien mutant thing running through the station that they have to stop. And it's very tropey. But once you're past that and the story picks up, it just is incredible. I had a hard time getting all of that on tape. We used to have parties once a year or so and have everybody over and show them the best episodes out of Babylon 5.
What, eating pizza and drinking beer?
Exactly right. Yep, and watching TV. Long before Netflix and chill.
when things were real.
Yeah. Had some pretty good parties.
Fantastic.
Just love this layouts here.
Look at that. Wow.
Stretching out.
Oh, this guy should have done Doctor Strange. Look at that. The Great Darkness. Ooh. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wonder what he was on when he was doing this. Oh.
Look at all those people. It's great.
Yeah. Here too.
Yes. It's fabulous.
Fantastic. Start of a new chapter. Great establishing shot here.
Looks very Arabic, doesn't it? That building.
Yeah. Could be a temple.
Yeah.
And again, a refresher. Here's
establishing
like shot. Here's the main characters in the story.
You know what it is, don't you? It's Moebius' Last Supper, that last panel.
Yeah.
With the guy standing, you know that gap where they reckon Mary Magdalene was standing and they took her out. Well, he's in the gap.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Again, just solids, no detail.
Wonderful solids, yeah.
Yeah.
It uses them so rarely that when they happen, they're incredibly dramatic.
Yeah. Wow. And all those people on the top of the page, on the second page, just going off the panel.
Yep.
Fantastic. And then again on the other page, they're all at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It's fabulous, isn't it? Look at that. This would be a great animated film, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. And that would be definitely a big endeavor for any animation house to take on. Been ignoring the chat. Haven't meant to. Chris Hell is here. Or Heel. Have you done the Crow comic yet? I still have mine packed away. Same here. I still have mine packed away too. And no, we haven't covered that yet. Sorry, I assumed you guys were talking about old comic books. We are. Well, we were talking Babylon 5 earlier. That's a TV show. Sarah in the house. Hi, guys. Glenn.
Sarah.
Morning, gents. Dave from Genuine Comics in the house.
Hi, Dave.
Good to see you. Good morning, Comic Land and Randy and Russ and Glenn and Sarah. Matt Black Gaming in the house.
Hi, Matt.
Dave says, I have a feeling that imagination is a dying skill since there is content nowadays. Yep, it's very true. People only absorb. Plus, with the rise of AI, people will outsource every aspect of thinking.
I think the imagination is still there, but the wrong people don't tap into it.
People are a bit lazy. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
That too.
It's easier to have someone else do it. Yeah, Instafix. Yeah.
Amen.
But there's still plenty of true believers out there.
That and the truly creative seem to be bogged down by nepotism and box checking.
Yeah, the wrong people are in charge.
Yeah.
Have we ever heard that before?
Well, Marvel's had been like that for the corporate comics, I should say. And it's not just Marvel. Been like that for a while. Maybe it's the camera, but colors look a bit flat. No, it's different coloring system, Dave. I think they went to digital color between books 2 and 3. I wonder what it would look like with more modern colors. I think these are your modern colors, just older tools. Totally off topic. I've started to watch Happy Days from the beginning, and the Fonz for the first 3 episodes says absolutely nothing. Yep. In 4th episode, he says his first line to Cunningham. Yeah. They didn't think he was going to do it. They were afraid he was going to be a more of a problem than anything. They wouldn't even let him wear a leather jacket at the start because they thought it made him too roughneck.
They did that with Star Trek, didn't they? On the pilot, the producers said, "Get rid of the guy with the pointy ears."
Yeah,
and they did that with. They tried to do it with Coppola with The Godfather. They said, "Get rid of this Pacino kid."
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's why you don't let those people in charge, and that's exactly what's happening now. Those are the people that are in charge, and that's why you're getting crap.
It's the same as when. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's the evolution of the series, especially when you find what's hot and you cater to it. That's the Fonz all over.
Yeah,
they made him cool, and then he was prominent there for a while until he literally jumped the shark.
It's the instant fix again. It's like when Ridley Scott did Blade Runner, the Lad Company made him take out the unicorn sequence, which is the entire film.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they made him put that voiceover on it, that awful voiceover, because it's like lots of people who've seen 2001 complain that nobody says anything for the first 30 minutes. Well, that's because they're apes. And apes don't talk. And all you've got to do is look and watch and pay attention. But people can't pay attention these days. They need to know the ending before the thing has started.
If you need something where people talk, watch Happy Days. Don't watch 2001. If it's too existential for you, you're probably not the right person to watch it.
Yeah.
There is a great boxed set out there of Blade Runner where they run 5 different versions of the movie.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And every version has got a different feel to it.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff, a lot of the same scenes, but totally different feel to it. You know, like adding the hard-boiled detective narration in it gives it a certain feel, and taking it out gives it a completely different ambiance.
It makes it like a Sam Spade thing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does. Yeah, that's what I think they were after when
that's what they were going for. Yeah,
but Ridley Scott wasn't after that.
No, not at all. he was rather upset that they did it.
Because I read somewhere that Harrison Ford was upset because they called him back to do the voiceover, and
Yeah.
I think he'd been offset. He'd left that film 3 months ago, you know, and I don't know. I suppose it would be in his contract maybe or something, but he came back and did it, and he wasn't happy.
How bloody awful for him! My heart bleeds.
Well, that's why when you go in and listen to it, when you listen to those voiceovers, he's as stoic and dry as possible because he did not want to be there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Says, why not just ask her out on a date? Black says, no idea. I'm not sure if I ever saw it more than just a glimpse here and there when my parents may have been watching it on the reruns when I was little. We're talking about Happy Days. Okay. I love that skull. Yeah, that's great. I watched Babylon 5 a decade or so ago that my boyfriend at the time was having me watch it, but could never get into anything like Star Trek or any other show of that type. Interesting. Sarah, the series is Babylon 5 is written like a novel. It's got a completely different sense of pacing than your average space opera show. It's really got a beginning, middle, and end to it.
It's got a complete story to it, which was why it's in a lot of ways almost unique.
Yeah, not something I'd watch on my own, so I don't remember much about that either. LOL. But like we said before, you really have to get rolling into the show to realize just how deep it is, and the fact that all of these characters have definite story arcs to them. It's really brilliantly done. Wow, there are more of us up right now than I expected. Started at 4 a.m. my time. Not quite my bedtime yet. Okay, well, we're glad you're here. Our numbers are pretty solid, so it's all great. We're really happy everybody's here watching us live. I always wondered, had the original Captain Christopher Pike, would Star Trek had been as successful? Or was that part of the story to bring in Kirk? No,
Sorry, go on. You tell the story.
Oh, he was dry. Yeah, they brought Shatner in because he had a bit of a reputation, but the guy who was playing Christopher Pike didn't want to come back to the production.
Yeah,
they said, "Let's go shoot another pilot." He said, "Nah, I'm not interested in that."
It was accidental, but it was the right move because he was the better fit. In my view.
For that time, right
time
actor, right place, right time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first guy was Captain Pike with Jeff Hunter, wasn't it? And he died. Yes. He had a stroke, and he was only 42 or something. He had a stroke and died. Yeah, in 1969. So I would imagine, I think the first series was over. The Star Trek was over by then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But he was a movie star. He played Jesus in King of Kings. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, major movie. Yeah.
I think he was in The Longest Day as well, wasn't he? He was in The Longest Day. Jeff.
I'd have to look it up on IMDb.
Yeah, he was on. He's on the beach on D-Day.
Well, you had to read the last part of that comment. I thought you said Kink, not Kirk. L-O-R-O-F-L-L-L-O. Yeah.
Captain Kink. Is that? Sorry, I didn't see that. Is that bloody? Is that Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, typical comment.
Well, it takes you 3 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes 2 minutes to get into the gaffer.
LMFAO definitely wouldn't be surprised. My mind went there again. Ha ha ha. Matt Black says Sarah.
Turn the page, Randy.
Still going through these comments. I let them sit there for too long.
Okay.
But we can definitely turn the page.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, it had a plot, but it was better than the other sci-fi shows. Yeah. So the question I read about once in Empire magazine was, if Blade Runner had been released today, would it have been successful? 2049 was good. Watched it 4 times in 1 week. I haven't sat through that at all.
No, I haven't seen it.
I've not seen that. I'm not sure whether it would be successful now, because I think the same thing would apply. People can't watch anything for more than 10 seconds without wanting to know what happens. You've got to pay attention. It's like when you're reading a book. You know, you've got to read it. You've got to pay attention.
I saw a great video on Blade Runner a couple of weeks back, and I can't remember who the critic was, but he raised a lot of very great points, and he pointed out Blade Runner didn't make money when it was first out. People didn't go.
No,
people didn't go see it, but it caught on with cable. But the thing is, with Blade Runner, it literally changed science fiction films.
Yeah,
because
it's a cult film, not a success.
A darker, rainier atmosphere, all hiding stuff in the shadow, using the shadows to your advantage, being able to hide things and film things and create a noir to it that everybody kind of took and ran with. That a lot of the stuff that they did has become almost cliche or tropes in that film, where they did it there for the first time. Alien was a lot like that as well. A lot of people didn't expect the kind of show that it was, the first Alien. But I don't know if Blade Runner would what kind of reception it would get if it came out today, because so many other things have come out that have copied it. Really had a big influence on science fiction.
Yeah, but if it was only coming out today, those other shows wouldn't have been influenced by it, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
it's very true. Yep.
That guy looks like Batman, doesn't he, in the middle of that panel? The one who's getting zapped. Yeah.
He's horny. Yeah. Oh, we got detail now on that.
Yeah. Bit alien, isn't he?
Yeah, very alien. Very Geiger-esque here.
Whoa, look at this. What going on this spread? Look at that.
It's a lot of information to go through.
Wow, look at the placing of that bubble on his head at the end. The word balloon on his head. Last panel, very last panel.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Behind his shoulder, yeah. Reference back to the previous volume. Plot point. First time I've seen.
Does it say smiling Stan after that?
No, it says see the Incal too. Smiling Stan. Anyway. So more a little tighter here on this panel layout.
It's gone back to what I would call a European style now with this page layout, like a Hergé type of thing.
Yeah. 15 panels on this page.
Wow.
Moving a lot of that story.
You've got 15 pages left and 28 pages of script to get in it. 900 panels a page. Look at that bottom left panel there. How many word balloons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 word balloons in that panel there.
And so much going on. They had the lead character walking off out of the page. This is disgusting. This time I'm throwing in the towel for good. I'm out of here, out of the panel, walking off the page. Okay, now we're getting back to where they were.
It's like they go in the morning and they've got, right, you've got to use brown today or orange today.
Yeah, we've got to run on orange.
Yeah, we got it cheap from Fred Aldous. And there you go. Get on with it.
It shows off that it keeps it easy to differentiate from scene to scene, too.
Yep.
They step outside and suddenly you're bathed in yellow. They're out in space, and you've got a dark gray.
Do you think there was some text above there?
I don't know.
Very odd.
It's an
It's
odd
like
box here.
Yeah.
It's almost like a tab kind of thing, or somebody making a word balloon.
Yeah, it's like somebody saying that, isn't it? It's like a word balloon there. It's very strange. But the line is very straight, so it's not. I don't think it's that. It's like a Polaroid.
It's like he was trying intentionally to remove it from your dialogue up here.
Yeah.
You know, like a hard scene change, but it is the end of the chapter, so. Oh, probably a teaser for the next chapter. Ooh, boom. There we are.
The colours aren't good on that for me.
No.
But again, I mean, look at that first panel where it's approaching the planet. It's, I mean, you know, there's nothing bigger than space, is there? But look at this the depth he gets on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the star field.
You know, yeah, it's no mistake that he would draw the spacecraft that size for that planet to give that effect. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful.
And again, like we've said before, the color does bog it down a little bit.
Yeah. A lot of talking going on.
Matt Black says, LOL, Fred's is a great shop. You can spend a fortune in that place and still come out with nothing. LOL.
It is a good shop.
Yeah. Nice. Different ship design there. Uses the long nose on those ships as a part of the composition to bring your eye.
Yes. Bar. Lan Rouge. Wow, look at that.
A lot of desolation there. And off of the panel border there.
Crimson Bar.
Look, here's one, human and gorgeous. You see, I was right. Feminine, pretty. I'm not to your taste.
Well, that's a bit of a nose.
Yeah, I'm going to say they both got the same nose, haven't they?
They look like proboscis monkeys.
I'm not up to your taste, handsome. Just say so. We've got other models. So which one do you want?
It's Moebius, isn't he? John DeFool.
Yeah.
There's that little guy again. He's turned up. Zach.
Yeah, he's been with him. Hanging around, flying behind him.
I think he should get his own spin-off series, Zach.
The bird?
Yeah. I think he's great. God, wow. No.
This square.
It's like a sort of an ancient Rome setting, that, isn't it? And then,
yeah. It's got that feel to it.
wow. Death. No. So they're burning an effigy of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mad Black says that's not a planet, Glenn. It's a space station. It would be in Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some people think the moon's not real, so maybe it's one of those.
There you go. We all know it's where the moon people live.
Yeah. The moon's a balloon. Eek. Look at him chasing that little bug thing. No, don't hurt him.
Yeah. Not afraid to tilt the head a little bit. Every other page or so, you get this great long distance establishing shot.
Yeah. The only person better at drawing pipes is Serpieri.
Yeah.
He draws brilliant pipes. He's got an array of odd little friends, hasn't he? Like he's got this Arzak chap, and now he's got this bug thing.
Yeah.
No wonder everybody's after him. You know, people who he's hanging out with.
Matt says, I used to know a bloke who looked like him. First page center row. At the gym, his face always looked like he was chewing a bag of spanners. Double hard bastard. He was a nice bloke, though, when you got to know him. Yeah. I'd say those guys from the first volume, the eyes,
Yeah.
the beaks coming back.
Oh, he's died. Oh no.
You've been a curse to this galaxy, John DeFool.
Oh no.
A million times cursed. Eek. He's dead. Listen, all of you, listen.
Light. He gets a lot of beatings, this guy, doesn't he? Throwing rocks at him now. See that second page, top panel where they're throwing the at him? That's like 2000 AD, isn't it?
Yeah.
People are telling the jumper to jump and all that kind of stuff. You know, the rowdy mob.
Mm-hmm.
That'd have been something to see, wouldn't it? Moebius's Judge Dredd.
Yeah, it would have.
That'd have been a good. That'd have been a good view now.
One of the times, and I'm not saying this to boast, I'm honest. I went to dinner with George Perez.
Oh wow!
Asked him what character was out there that he would have that he wanted to draw that he had never drawn, and Judge Dredd was right off the top of his head.
Wow!
He said he always wanted to do a dread. And at least at the time we went to dinner, he had never done one. So
You should have gone
if he ever did one or not.
You should have got in touch with Pat Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, Pat Mills and Perez Judge Dredd.
That would be crazy.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So little mole people faces again. Guys coming back from the first volume. Everything's tying together. Well, except for John's clothes. But anyway.
Is that the first time in this series where Moebius...
Oh, they're breaking... They're all like little John DeFools breaking out of those eggs.
Yeah.
Was that what?
I think that bottom, where that egg's rolling down the volcano thing, and the bottom panel, is that the first time he's used motion lines? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't generally use motion lines, does he?
No. Here he's showing it rolling. There's a few little lines here.
Doesn't use them a lot, does he?
No, not at all.
And I'll put it this way: he's not scared of drawing everything, is he?
No.
No.
It's just there. And there you go. And now we'd have to have shorts on or something.
Yeah. But I think that was the point here, drawing him nude like that, showing him fresh out of the egg.
Yeah. He certainly gets in a lot of trouble. I was just thinking before, I wonder if this character ever just wished they hadn't picked him up when they threw him off that bridge right at the page 1. Do you remember at the beginning?
Yeah.
When they threw him over the edge of the city thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's thinking, "Oh God, what's he looking at?"
No, I think that he figured out how to tell him apart from all the other little hatchlings coming out of the egg.
Yeah.
He's got
the way he's looking back, that Arzak thing, whatever it is looking back at you at the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Cut him.
Come on.
Like a novel, this, isn't it? Look at that page there on the right.
Open your shirt. Show us your belly. One thing's for sure, his problems have just started. And there's showing off his belly button.
There's a picture of it on the wall, on the screen.
Yeah. And here is his navel. What's a navel? What a grotesque thing.
It sounds like what's a Grecian urn? About £24 a day.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Oh, I'll be here next week.
Yeah. Levi's in the house. This entire book is the same palette as Randy's board. Yeah, sorry.
Well spotted,
morning,
Levi.
Morning, Levi. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Now he's in trouble for having a belly button. Only 14 hours left before the dark. The darkness destroys the human galaxy. My children, only the theta dream can save us. Oh, again. We're good. 8. Shut him up. Shut him up. Cut off his sound. Yeah, it's definitely that bloke from the gym.
What's that guy called in that Kirby comic with the hood on like that?
Like what?
It's the Executioner.
Oh, Hate Monger?
Hate Monger, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah. He's got a pointy hood like a big H on his chest, too.
Do you think it was a reference to KKK?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just, yeah.
Without a doubt. It's that little globule thing from the first or second book. Having a conversation. Barzak. I think I'll put 12 panels on a page. Here we go. It's a great way to break up that conversation. So it's not just one large page with a bunch of word balloons. Another great crowd scene here.
Yeah. I wonder what his page rate was for this.
I have no idea. Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Look at all the different characters in that center panel at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hippies and all sorts of people in there. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He goes from all of these really slick ship designs down to a potato with a couple of rockets. Stuck to it, yeah. Here's the stuff. Since I'm human inside, maybe I can dream. I can dream too. Entered the theta dream. I too shall sleep for 5,000 years, but my beloved Incal will be with me, in me. Goodbye, Depot. Go in peace. Hello, Planet of Gold. Depot here. I have total success to report. John DeFool, I had to give him a sedative. He broke down when he found out where we're going. He was trying to tear out his navel, poor guy. Now I'm entering subspace. My ex-wife had her navel tore out once.
Yeah.
She did. It had caught some bacteria in it of some type. The doctor said it was every type of bad bacteria you could imagine. So I said, we're just going to amputate it. It got to be the size of an old silver dollar, if you know how big those are. It was about 2 inches. It was really causing her a lot of discomfort. Looked like a little baby's butt poking out of her belly. But she was upset for a few minutes until the doctor comes in and says, seriously, what do you use it for? They took it, they packed it, and they stuffed the it was just a ball of mess. Apparently they took some fluid out of it, and then they said, we're just going to take it out. We're just going to take it. And, because it was bad and it was causing her a lot of distress. So they said they took it out and stuck it in formaldehyde because they'd never seen anything like it. I probably should have told that story. I probably should have told that story on the air, but there it is.
I love the sharing aspect of it.
I'm sure I'll hear from her if she ever hears this broadcast.
Wow, lots of space in these pages.
Yeah. A lot of line work that gets, again, drowned out by the color.
Yeah.
It's beautiful work, though. Absolutely gorgeous. And here, too. Another one of them great spacious scenes where he pulls the camera out and up. Because that could have been a very flat, dead-on panel.
Yeah.
But the character's a lot tighter. But no, he decides to take that camera and lift it up and give you whole bodies there instead. He could have done it from the waist up if he wanted to. Sarah says, I had mine pierced for a few years. Yeah. So sat down and had my tongue pierced, then laid down and had my navel pierced. The funny thing, it was done at a Christian tattoo and piercing place. Never grew up knowing the two jive together. Yeah, you never know. So where can we find the comic book story of this cursed belly button inspired? Well, if you really must know, I probably shouldn't say this either. Look at my monkeys. There you go. Both of them. I was gonna. I'm not gonna say. Anyway, we're just gonna move on.
Very wise.
Since I was back at 04, I still have the tongue pierced, but took the navel one out. Yeah. There we go.
Wow. It's gone very simple now, hasn't it, the drawing?
A lot of light.
Wow.
All those little lines here. That still took a while.
Yeah. Probably took longer than in normal draws.
Yeah. Very miter. Very straight. Minimalist. It's a great set of profiles there. Levi says, shocking secrets revealed here on Comics by Night. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I said, come for the great comics, stay for the bizarre conversation.
I wonder if Moebius got a full script for this.
I'm not sure how they worked. It wouldn't surprise me if he did, though.
I think he probably did, because Moebius was surprised when Stan Lee didn't give him a script for The Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Yep. Let me see here.
But Stan Lee wouldn't give you a script, would he?
No.
Well, they were both
Stan Lee would
working different ways.
The Stan is for stand back.
Yeah. Do a turnover?
Yep.
I'm just checking your navel.
It's
Actually,
someone else's navel.
Actually, yes. I was just going to say, here's a picture of my monkey.
There he is.
There he goes. There's the navel.
And he looks at home in the comic as well. Oh, let me ask you a question, you two. Did I hear correctly that the new Hulk is going to be red?
No, the Red Hulk is a character they thought up about 15 years ago.
Oh, right, okay.
He was in the comics,
right?
He was a different person, and at the time there was so Red Hulk turned up, and everybody's like, "Who the hell's Red Hulk?" Because it's obviously not Bruce Banner. And there was a bit of a I think the story was a bit of a detective story as to find out who Red Hulk was. I can't remember who Red Hulk was, and I don't know if it was Doc Samson or if it was actually General Ross.
It was General Ross.
It was General Ross, right? There you go. Ended up being General Ross because he tried the serum or whatever it is.
Yeah, I thought the serum was gamma.
And so that's what they've put into the new Captain America film is the Red Hulk.
And the story I've heard about that is that they, in the test screenings, a lot of people that viewed the movie thought the color of the Hulk was a political statement.
Oh, God.
And that it was actually MAGA Hulk.
Oh, God.
Dear. Not communist.
And you know why, don't you? Because people were used to idiots going on and on and on about bloody politics instead of entertaining them.
Exactly.
So that the crowd is influenced by that now. Yeah. Instead of just looking at it and thinking, well, okay, this is an entertaining film. There's a big red man. Oh, look at the big red man.
It's like Green Lantern. All of a sudden, there's all sorts of different colors of different Hulks, and
do they think
Grey Hulk running around for a while?
What's his name out of Guardians? Yo, whatever his name is, the one with the Mohican. Yondu. So is he a political statement? Does he vote Democrat? He's blue.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's just stupid.
He died anyway. Well, the other one took the fin at the end. So, but anyway,
look.
Who's to say?
You argue like my wife.
Great, thanks so much.
Like, just change that direction. Yeah, but he died. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he died.
Your argument is invalid.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
Yeah, great.
Right. Interesting shot there. I mean, now the camera's pulled back behind them, and yeah. Interesting perspective. Here as well, very Marvel dynamic here.
Yeah, that's what made me think of that Hulk thing.
Oh God, yeah, it is. Isn't
And the
it,
panel
really?
above it is Hydra.
Yeah.
Oh, Hydra.
Cut of a
Someone-
linen
sorry,
two
someone
months will
hear
take
something?
its place.
Oh, Hydra.
Girl's grown some arms.
Wow.
They're being attacked by nightmares.
There goes a head.
Sun
Splotch.
moon, no. Yeah.
Nobody's ever attacked by, I don't know, the unicorn.
God, I've got a last panel.
It's a hardcore pop zit there, yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Ugh. Oh, that's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Just
That-
kind of melts off until her head blows
Yeah,
up.
no, that whole thing is pretty gross.
Yeah.
The first two images before she pops her head is pretty gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh no. Well, don't know what happened to him at the end there. Moebius,
Everybody went into nightmares, and here he beautied up and kind of
Yeah.
starts,
Oh, he's grown his hair.
solving everybody's problems. Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's turned into an angel.
and Dr. Octopus makes an appearance there in the center.
Anima, your decaying body symbolizes the seed of the new life. Also marks its transition from the ephemeral to the eternal. A short-lived individuality to a timeless totality.
It's very deep.
Deep, deep.
Wow. Is that the page, or is that double pyramid distorted there in that center panel?
Here?
Yeah, it's distorted, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's distorted.
Attention. Very strange.
This time,
Oh, it's all
that
cracking up. Isn't it?
attack is directed at me. You must concentrate again. Again? John, keep your fears locked inside. You need all your energies. You must dive deeper than the theta dream. Descend into the unknown, into the Darth dream. That's what that is. Into the Darth dream. Darth.
Oh, Darth.
Yeah. Now for myself. Meta Baron, no. Never read Meta Barons. I need to sit and do that. Get that volume one of these days. No, not you. Let's sort off of myself too. It's monstrous. Stop. Faithful servant. Stop it. The character's name is Beepo.
So it's not Arzak. It must be Arzak's love child.
Yeah.
I think he just liked penguin thing.
Yeah, pterodactyl penguin.
You're not going to let that crazy machine blast you to cinders, Depot. No, not you. So I too choose the Incal's way. Goodbye, John. We'll meet again in eternity.
Oh no.
They all sacrifice themselves. You've indeed been a prisoner, but only of yourself. And for time immemorial, John DeFool, you have never succeeded in freeing yourself. Thanks to your companion's sacrifice, we have triumphed. We are now thrusting through the very heart of the darkness. Look.
Wow. Oh, woo. It's all getting a bit existential now, isn't it?
Very much so.
Wow.
Sarah says, you're welcome, LOL. Says, oh, Lord, yes, the political saturation is insane beyond all sanity. So I have literally been cornered by customers trying to preach at me as if he was a prophet or something. The extremes get pretty scary around here. It is seriously out of control. Yeah. That's all I'll say about it. We hear enough without any addition to it. Yeah. OMG, her arm. Hork.
Hawk.
Well,
Hawk tar.
Yeah, Hawk tar. Yeah. she's been disintegrated now. It's that 6-pointed star symbolism all the way through this work. The two triangles intermingling.
Yeah. It's Star of David, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's a symbol for sex. But anyway. Towards the truth. Be prepared. Prepared for what? To be illuminated, John. It's about to get illuminated. That looks like something you'd see in the late 70s from Peter Max there. Yellow submarine type stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that top panel with his hand on his chest, he should be saying, moi.
Yeah. Probably did in the original.
Yeah. Moi.
What?
Ooh, look at that. Wow.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, is that God?
Wow.
I would say it's a representation, yeah.
He's got marvelous eyebrows.
Yeah. He's got, what's he called? Dennis Thingy from years ago in the Labour Party.
Dennis Healy.
Dennis Healy eyebrows, isn't it?
Dennis Healy eyebrows. Dennis Healy was, in fact, Buddha.
That drawing of that god or whatever it is reminds me of that drawing that Kirby did, that pencil drawing. Have you seen that? He was drawing. It was. I'll drop this. It was in his living room when I was there, framed on the wall.
Oh.
And it was it's a fantastic drawing. He started off drawing Odin, so then obviously he was drawing God. And then when he'd finished it, he realised he'd drawn his father.
Oh, cool!
But he wasn't saying that his father was God.
No,
but that's just the route he went down. He was drawing Odin. It turned into God, which Odin is, isn't he? Or a god. Yeah. And it was Jack's dad, he said. It's in, you'll find it. You'll see it. It's a pencil drawing. It's fantastic.
For whatever reason, this page reminds me a lot of Eric Larson's Savage Dragon stuff. Probably in the inking look, but I love the wavy beard.
Yeah. He should have left the guy off on the word balloon and his signature. Just left it at that.
Yeah.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Reminds, but this leaves Dragon in the dust, to be honest. But...
Oh, yeah. I totally agree.
Wow. Amazing. You should say at the end of it, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. 42.
Yes. He is Ori, the eternal light. I am the entity that has sent, that was sent to create this time and this space.
You know what it is?
What about me?
It's John Wayne. He's saying, I am the eternal light. I thought it was funny.
That's what I keep telling my kids.
Yeah. Because I told you that story about the King of Kings with John Wayne, didn't I? When the director, he plays a Roman soldier, and at the end, Jesus is on the cross, and he says, truly he was the Son of God. And the director said to him, John, say it with awe. And he says, oh, truly he was the Son of God. There you are, folks. That's what a good actor John Wayne was.
Yeah.
Sarah says the interview with Kirby very much reminded me of an interview with one of my uncles did with my I imagine GPA's grandpa's artwork.
Yeah.
Kirby, the way he speaks reminds me very much of that fam video. I love that so much. So he gets turned into light. Absorb me, take my place, become the new light, the creator of the new universe. With the star brand symbol here.
So a bit like the Star Child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
very much.
He's turned into Dave Bowman.
Yeah.
The eternal witness. He's the watcher. He's turned into the watcher.
I am the new space, the new time. And why was I allowed to see this? And who am I? You are the eternal witness, the drop of matter that will never become one with the great ocean. Now I understand. I see your beauty. I see your truth.
Full on reincarnation, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are the one I love. Please allow me to become one with your pure consciousness. No, you must live again in order to learn. Learn what? How many times have I lived? Learn to remember, John DeFool. It does not matter, but you must remember. Remember.
All he's learned so far is how to get beaten up all the time.
Pretty much, yeah.
So he's in for another leathering next week somewhere else.
Just as now that I think about it, it was close to the same year of the two videos, probably a couple of years earlier with my grandpa, but amazing. I used to sit on his lap sometimes while he created. It's just amazing works. Yep. So guess where he's falling to or descending to?
His next birth.
I think he's, just a second, I think he's going to be falling off that balcony on that city again at the beginning. You know, they throw him over the side. You know what I mean? In Mega City 1.
Self-taught and crazy talented. Yeah. Yep.
Here we go. There you go. And honestly, that was a guess. That was a guess.
There you go. Look, another suicide. been a while since we had one.
Look at that. That's real 2000 AD. Elvira, get my rifle quick.
Yeah.
Quick, get the guns.
So he only lives the same life again then.
Remember. Yep. Never
Quick,
through the
get
cycle.
guns. Wow.
That's the theory of consciousness, is it? That you live the same life again and again and again. Which is why you get deja vu. It's just sometimes you make the right decisions or a different decision, and it takes you in a different journey. So it's almost like making your best life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I adhere to that at all.
Afterwards by both, and that's it.
It's literally quite a trip, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was the trippiest of all. Yeah.
It was. That's
Very
the
good.
Incal, folks.
Very good. And it whizzed by.
Wow. It's quite an experience, that, wasn't it?
Mm.
Now, next episode, do we want to jump artists or stay on Moebius?
I think we should do something else.
So I have 2 more volumes of Moebius.
The Incal?
No. One's a science fiction collection, and the other one is a standalone Western.
Yeah, I think we should do that later, shouldn't we? But
yeah,
which we can always come back
to another time because
we've done a lot of Moebius in a row, so we'll
tempting.
Look at someone else.
Yeah.
I think we should allow it to sink in.
Yep. Oh, maybe a little Slain next week.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Next Friday, and that would fit.
Nice work in there.
Yeah. McMahon, brilliant.
Now this Sunday at 9 a.m. on Sunday Funnies, we're going to be looking at the Worms of the Earth. Tim Conrad and Barry Windsor Smith, adapted from a Robert E. Howard story by Roy Thomas. And,
absolutely bloody brilliant. I have
George Freeman.
I have the 2 magazines right here.
Yeah,
where it's originally printed.
Oh, look at that! What a start!
Yeah,
that's all we'll show, but you'll see a lot more if you stop in on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Worms of the Earth.
Is that Slain in color, Randy?
I believe it is in black and white.
Yeah, it's black and white, isn't it?
It is a collection of the early Slains. Warrior Dawn.
Yeah, gorgeous. Look at it.
Oh, look at that.
Lovely.
Look at that.
Great black and white stuff next Friday, folks.
Here you go. Put me on.
A number of different artists, I believe.
Something for the 2 of you. Here you go. There's that spread in black and white.
Hang on. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we are.
Much better, isn't it, in black and white? Look at that.
It's lovely. Absolutely gorgeous.
It's got Moebius space, hasn't it?
Talk about color on. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and a nice
color on.
Lovely grey washes.
Oh yeah.
That guy there, the guy on the second page, it looks like Michael Jackson in Thriller.
Yeah.
See him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that the other night. It was brilliant.
Oh, dear.
So anyway, folks, Slain next Friday, this Sunday, Worms of the Earth. So stop back by.
Is that Slain in order?
I believe it is. Warrior Dawn. Let me see what it collects. Prague's 330 to 360 of the Slain from 1983.
Right, okay.
So it's a number of different artists, I believe.
I've got some colour Slain as well.
Mills, Bellinardi, Kincaid, and McMahon. All there. It's a nice volume anyway. Kicked out by Rebellion, 2000 AD.
Thank you, Dorian, for subscribing to my channel.
Matt Black says he looks like a lead singer from Whitesnake. Levi says, awesome to catch at least half of the show live this morning. Thank you all. Thank you, Levi, for stopping by. Yeah. We are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and completely archived since we began over at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. So go over there and take a look at any of those places. Wherever you watch us from, please give us a like. Thumbs up or a thumbs down, any kind of interaction it goes to help our algorithm and helps us be seen more and put on more recommended lists. We are slowly growing a viewership, and the majority of which watches us after the fact. And we deeply appreciate you stopping by whenever you do it. If you stop by live, though, you can participate in the chat, and we ask that you do so. But again, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to our channels. It's absolutely free on YouTube. Hit that bell for notifications. And we do this because we love it. We're not monetized on any of those channels. We're not making any money off of this. We've been doing it now for a couple of years, and we just really enjoy looking over and talking about the great stuff. And if there's any comics out there we haven't covered yet that you'd like to see us do so, please don't hesitate to make the suggestion. We have looked over a large variety of material, and in the upcoming shows, we'll look over an even wider variety of material. Got a little R. Crumb, got a little fabulous Furry Freak Brothers coming. There's just right off the top, there's a Crumb collection that I have to look through to make sure it's YouTubeable. Wally Wood's collection of Mad comics coming up, and a lot of other great things. So
you do know we're only looking at a piece of wood, don't you?
That's my drawing board.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you were showing comics.
Oh no. Here I just haven't moved my camera yet. Right. But I will. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for that email list. The Atlantean is full on. Okay, issue 1's out there. Issue 2 on the way. If you like a bit of barbarian action, love a bit of Carl and Robert E. Howard inspired works, come check it out. russleach.com. Sign up for that email list.
criticalblast.com.
Yeah.
Barnes & Noble, Amazon, anywhere that you can order books from the Ingram system that Atlantean and the Shadow Kingdom is available. We're very proud of both of those.
I think we can say as well, we've just signed the contract. I have. So we will be in another territory. So there you go. We're off to Denmark.
Off to Denmark
and surrounding areas, apparently, if you can move it further. So more news on that. I'll put that in the newsletter. So sign up so you can find out. So we're over in Brazil. We're obviously in Europe,
thanks
and
to
America.
The folks at Red Dragon. Yep.
Red Dragon, Alex. Yeah.
Available in Portugal, Portuguese. Yeah.
Europe, America, and now in Denmark, and hopefully some more surrounding areas. And those the Brazilian ones, Portuguese, and obviously Danish in Denmark. And there will be other translations. So we're starting to build that empire.
There we go. A lot more coming. So look for the campaign on fundmycomic.com in March for Atlantean #2, currently in production. #3 is currently finishing up the plot and the script on it now. So
yeah,
looking forward to that. More fun on the way. Glenn, you were going to say something, Russ?
No, I was just clearing my throat. There you go.
Okay. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Put my name in Google and all sorts of things come up. Amazon, Fund My Comic, Twitter, whatever it is, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you go to Fund My Comic, though, you'll be able to get a copy of that.
Yeah, buy it. Yeah,
there you are.
So, it's got lots of stuff in it. sort of Norman Rockwell influence there with my character Hatch. So if you go to one of my comic, you'll be able to get a copy of this.
Sweet.
Yeah, just put my name in Google and something will be there. And then buy all my books. I've got 12 books published on Amazon, and I'm allowing you to buy them all. And you can read them if you want to.
There you go.
But reading, not advised.
I'm not bothered if you read it. Just buy it and put it on your shelf and look at it and think,
yeah.
There we go. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find us here, like I said, every Friday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern time, looking through great comic stuff. Also, the Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. On Sundays at those places I mentioned before, Indie Comics Network, Randy Zim YouTube channel, Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel. We're and a few other platforms. Happy to be around. If you enjoyed this program, make sure you tell your friends. If you think any of them out there would enjoy this kind of talk, we are eager to expand and show this stuff off. We love it. We're inspired by it. It has made us better creators, looking through it and examining it, and there's a lot more to come. So very glad you're here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Go visit your local retailer, especially now while they last. Anyway, with the stuff that's been happening with Diamond, your retailer now more than ever needs your patronage. So go over there, take a visit, look at those boxes. I'm going to my local retailer later today. Got it planned. He's got a stack of books that I've been meaning to get for quite a while, and be doing that. Those with Diamond liquidating out, it looks like they might actually go under a lot faster than what they were expecting, and the retailers are going to have a very hard time just paying their bills. So go, if you enjoy the direct market, go over there and patronize your local retailer as early and as often as possible. So they have a lot of great books there just waiting for you to discover. You never know how great they're going to be until you open them up and go through them. When, like I said, we've looked at a wide variety of things over the last couple of years that we've been doing this, and we love it. We're going to keep doing it until we can't. So deeply appreciate it. If you want to talk to me, I'm reachable on Facebook. If you want to see me in person, I will be at the at the Great Lakes Con here in a couple of weeks in February at the Macomb Community College. It's a 3-day show. Kevin Eastman will be there. Sam Jones from Flash Gordon will also be there. And looking forward to that. Go Flash Go, exactly. And then in April, I will be at the Grand Rapids Comic Con in Kalamazoo. So, and believe it or not, it looks like John Celestri will be a featured guest there as well.
What about Rosmer? Is he going?
Rosmer's supposed to be there. We'll see if he shows up. You know, I'm sure he'll be there. He's made everyone so far. So, and he'll have a lot of prints on display and a lot of artwork to sell. So make those if you can. So, and I will be there. And tell me that you watch the podcast. I'll give you a comic. So happy to see you. Happy to see you there. Matt Black says, see you all Sunday. Yep.
See you, Matt.
See you, Matt.
See you, Matt.
On our way out the door, we want to remind everybody, let's pick a decent quote here. Well, the immortal words of of Groucho Marx. He says, if you find it hard to laugh at yourself, I'd be happy to do it for you. Here we are, folks. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Sunday, or we'll see you on the next one. Don't be afraid to watch us archived over there. Any type of participation you can give us, the whatever channel you find us on, is deeply appreciated. Buy our books, buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. Try to leave this industry in better shape than what you found it, please. And there's so much negativity out there. Make it a point to go out on the web and in those so-called social platforms and talk about what you love instead of what you hate. So it's so important to do that, and there's not enough of that going around. Again, see you soon, everybody. So glad you were here. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. That's for Tanya.
Take care, everyone.
And, who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
How dare you?
Get off my lawn.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
No, he's sleeping.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce.